Since the last episode I managed to get 2 level ups. What at this stage is quite good. I worked hard on garden and progressed a lot. I am still far behind other top standard players, but they are far in other aspects of the game. And I have a good plan on what to do next. Getting enchanted golden cards on standard is pain, we have to craft a ton of golden cards by hand. On classic and Ironman you can just go to Alchemist and buy any amount you want. There is no buy limit on golden cards. But on standard we have no Alchemist NPC on the island, and I doubt it will be ever added. I have prepared 2 double chests of golden cards, so it will be enough for some time. I also need them for composter speed upgrade. Speaking of composter, I am pretty sure that seeds are the best organic matter. I get them along with wheat and I have no other use for them. If there is a better option, let me know. I am currently working on flycatchers, but I will run out of hypercatchers soon, so I have to swap my minions to zealot minions. Other than flint minions, I use the highest tiers I have of various minions I need. It's mostly stone preparation for Blaze Slayer, and Hearthstone to eventually max out this minion. It takes ages to get tier 11 Hearthstone minion. I am preparing for Blaze, but I have a lot of things to do first. I could just rush it and start doing Blaze right now, but that wouldn't be as efficient as taking care of Garden first. I'll be doing Garden for some time because it is a part of maxing out standard after all. And while I'm doing Garden I can let minions make preparations for Blaze. I need a ton of magma cream, glowstone and blaze powder to craft molten powder. Other things are relatively easy to grind. Flycatchers will also speed up all the future minion grinds, so I want them as soon as possible as well. I currently have 17 flycatchers. For now I will go for 30 flycatchers and stop there. I mentioned the 60 flycatcher setup for slayers, but that can wait. For now I am basically starting Garden grind. I am level 11 and I accepted a bit over 150 visitors so far. And pretty much as soon as I started grinding visitors I got the overgrown grass offer. That's the reason why it is worth 60 million coins on classic. That's a huge upgrade. I need 3 more of those. And this trade was also the milestone. And that milestone pushed me to level 183. 17 more levels to the legendary rank. I applied that overgrown grass to my chestplate and kept on farming. I'm upgrading my composter, but I won't go too hard on upgrades. It costs a lot of copper and I would rather use it for getting more farming fortune. I'll go for max upgrade just because it gives a lot of Skyblock XP. But it can wait. Easy milestones first. I need higher garden levels as soon as possible. At higher levels you get more copper from trades, and I need a tremendous amount of it. After some farming I realized that I didn't buy some important items from the Skymart. I bought the Skymart brochures and the yellow bandana for extra farming fortune. Green bandana and their overgrown grass are better versions of these items. But it is gonna take a lot of luck to get them. I can use this farming fortune right now. I applied them immediately and kept farming. Because before farming I was pretty broke, I didn't apply cultivating to all the tools. Now that I am getting some money from farming, I can invest into cookies, and buy them for every tool. It is not that important, but I might as well apply it early for the counter. Farming melon with a fresh cultivating enchant is pretty satisfying. One of the skills I still haven't maxed out is carpentry, but it is so easy to do now. I get it to 50 in a few more days, and that leaves mining to max out. I may go for grinding out of hypercatalysts and use them to get mining XP from ice minions. Would be cool to be the first person to have max skill average on standard, but we will see. The grind continued like normal, but then the librarian offered me a book. At first I had no idea how lucky I was. I thought it was just a rare item like overgrown grass. Then I looked at the price and the 100 million price tag told me that I should look into it. It turns out that Dedication 4 has only half a percent chance to be offered by the librarian, and there are a lot of other NPCs that visit you. This means that the chance that a librarian with that book visits you is somewhere around 1 in 14,000. This book is something that a lot of people will most likely never see, even after doing 10,000 visitor trades for the max visitors milestone. And the visitors come once every 12 minutes. I don't think that you can get a better time, at least not for now. Active farming shortens this, but it is still hundreds of hours of farming. And I got Dedication 4 after about 200 tries. Some people hate me for that. The book itself isn't that amazing. I can apply it to 1 out of 10 tools, and it will give me farming fortune based on the milestone of the crop. That means that I can get up to 23 extra farming fortune for 1 crop if I get the max milestone, which is 46. I have no idea what to put it on. I've heard that wheat or netherworts are the best money making crops, so maybe one of those. Loiza told me to just keep it for the Spacewand request. For now it will stay in my ender chest. I started applying dedication books to my tools. I have no idea if that's the right thing to buy with copper right now. But I don't want to think too much about it. It doesn't make a huge difference what I invest copper into, as long as I spend it on upgrades. That's another tier of red sand minion. I keep it only for the collection. I've heard about a good strategy to get a lot of red sand on standard, so I take down the minion after I get max collection. The last cultivating book goes on the potato hoe. The hard part is done, now I just have to get 100 minion counter on each tool. 9th milestone of visitor offers accepted. That means 250 offers accepted. 9,750 to go. A few months ago I messed up the order of buying plots. I bought them left to right instead of top to bottom. It doesn't change that much, but it is annoying. I also built my farms back when teleport paths were working, so my farms aren't that great without them. I keep them until I unlock enough plots to build them properly. I still didn't get all the turbo books. I am missing maybe 4 or 5 more. I get it eventually for that extra 5 farming fortune on tools. Garden 12 that unlocks some crop upgrades, and gives better visitor offers. I want to reach that garden level to 15, so I get a chance on Spaceman. I will grind for the Spice Helmet. I consider it a part of maxing out standard, even though it will be a waste of 1 billion coins. I just hope that I won't get the Cane or Cactus request. Now I can get the tier 6 crop upgrades, so I get that first for all the crops. It is also some extra Skyblock XP. Fragility is the last visitor I needed. It means that now I have all the possible unique visitors besides the Spaceman of course. Visitor offers accepted 10, that means 400 accepted visitors. 9,600 to go. And composter speed 10. I think I will stop here, I should get enough compost with that speed. Composter upgrades go all the way to 25. But it is mostly just for Skyblock XP at that level. I go for it someday. Speaking of compost, I have enough for yet another plot. I have made some progress on garden, it is time to take care of my minions. I am running out of hypercathols, so I have to swap to my Zealot setup. But first I will use all the flint that my gravel minions generated over the past few days. And yet another level up in the same episode. Level 184 and carpentry 49. I definitely max out carpentry next time. All that work for just 3 flycatchers. That means that I now have 20 out of 30 of them. I just hope that they won't add the tier 5 Tarantula Slayer anytime soon. It would be so easy to get all that Tarantula Sleep from it if tier 5 was dropping it. The Headstone minion on standard is a joke. It takes so much Headstone to max it. I still need 7 more concentrated stone. Zealot minions are definitely my favorite standard feature. They can fuel themselves with hypercathols and provide extra for other minions. The only downside is that you have to be online for them to work properly. If your island isn't loaded, then they don't drop the crystal fragments and other stuff, but it is definitely worth it. To sum up this episode, we have quite a few things to mark on the progress spreadsheet. The Redstone minion and collection, and a lot of things in garden. The past few days look exactly the same, do some farming, accept some visitors, get upgrades, repeat. I started with about 800 farming fortune. All the upgrades I got bumped that number to almost 1000. Next time I will be doing some Spencer. Big thanks to everyone who visited my island, especially Caleb for spending so much time there. It helps with maxing out the social skill. By the way, I would like to apologize. I stated that I got the only number 1 spooky pie on standard. I got called out by Ostim on that. I completely forgot that they also managed to get the number 1 spooky score on standard. They did it twice. It was a long time ago and they used a very fine trick that got fixed quite quickly. Anyways, that's it for this video. If you don't know why my island is so empty after I played 1.5 years on this profile, you should check out this video. See ya.